Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Cottage Grove Speedway here in Cottage Grove, Oregon, as we get ready for the second and final night of competition here on this 4th of July long weekend of racing here at the Cottage Grove Speedway. So glad you could join us. Our guests today, as you can tell, Jason Solwold on my right, Jayme Barnes on my left, two of the marquee sprint car drivers ever to come out of the Pacific Northwest, and we certainly appreciate them spending some time with us and being our guests today on the Passing Point. So we get ready for race number 4 of the 2010 Ascs Northwest season. Boy, as we say, race number 2 of the weekend, and what a show here last night. 40 cars representing 5 U.S. states and British Columbia. Just like today, beautiful blue skies and sunshine, temperature in the low 70s. And what a night of racing it was. These characters, I tell you, like to have some fun, and we will over the next 20 to 30 minutes. But no, what a night of racing it was. As I said, the main event, a new Cottage Grove Speedway record. We went 20 cars for 30 laps in 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Roger Crockett lapping everybody except second place, Henry Van Dam. And a night that we won't soon forget, to be sure. It was Crockett winning over Van Dam. Mitch Olson was third. Jason was fourth. Chad Nolan came home in the number 5 spot. 6th through 10th, Seth Bergman, Brock Lemley, Shane Forte, Jayme Barnes, and Jared Peterson. The point standings on the season after 4 of 17 races. Roger Crockett has a 27-point lead over Jason coming into tonight. Brock Lemley sitting in 3rd. Mitch Olson is 4th. And Seth Bergman 5th. Jayme Barnes currently in 6th, ahead of Henry Van Dam, TJ Hartman, Colin Baker, and Sean Rice. Guys, as we said, 2 of the top sprint car drivers ever to come out of the Pacific Northwest. Jason Solwold and Jayme Barnes. And Jason, what was going on back here? You just messing with me or what?
Just having some fun.
thanks for being here.
Entertaining.
We appreciate it.
No problem.
And Jayme as well. I know a busy afternoon preparing the race cars on the second day of a 2-day show. But thanks for coming here and being part of the show.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to see all the fans here taking it in too, huh?
Yeah, you didn't tell me to see everybody here.
I thought we were doing this in the trailer.
We're trying to make it as big time as we can. Jason, let's talk about your night last night. It was an interesting night, to say the least, and take us through it from start to finish.
Well, starting out, all laps were good, and then the heat race, the start of the heat race was good, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. Had to change motor, started back at B. Had a good B, started in the back of the A, about halfway through, 3/4 of the way through. I thought I was rolling pretty good, and then Crockett snuck by me, so obviously I wasn't rolling good enough.
Well, you raced through all that description of it like you raced through a lot of the races each night. Now that you blow the engine on the first lap of the first heat race, so that means you have 0 points going into the B main, which means you have to start at the back of the B. 12 good cars for 12 laps, and you only transfer 2. The first thing I said to you last night was, congratulations just for hanging in there. I know a lot of teams would have just put it in the trailer and said, well, it wasn't our night tonight, we'll wait till tomorrow. So first of all, credit you and your car owner, Richard Samore,
And Muffin.
for not hanging it up. Okay,
Don't
Johnny
forget
Farrell,
Muffin.
we won't forget him.
And his motor.
And Lana too.
Lana too, yeah.
What, was there any thought of doing that, or did you guys always said, look, we're going to try and get that feature through the B?
Always. I don't show up, thinking that I don't have a chance to win. So, everybody does. So, we just did what we had to do, and we just started too far back. So, we've had a few bad nights that have actually turned out okay. So, hopefully we can get those behind us and start having some good nights.
Yeah, as I say, in the B main, you charge from 12th to 6th in 1 lap, and then you get up to 2nd and get the transfer. And then in the B, again, you start right at the back, and you come all the way up to finish for 2nd time this year. You've got the Travis Roots Hard Charger Award. it's a nice award to get, but I know you don't want to have to go through that every night, because that's a lot of racing to have to do.
No, it's fun, and you know, the track's got to be right to do that. And last night the track was pretty good, so you know, there's two grooves, you can run anywhere you want, and just happened to work in our favor. I mean, we were pretty decent all night, so we just had to take a step back there early and recoup.
27 points behind Roger, as we said, coming into the night. You going to narrow the gap this evening, you think, with a big performance, or what? Not going to put the pressure on you here or anything.
I come with the same attitude every day, so yeah, definitely, you know, we'll try, and we're going to try and run for, you know, we are going to run for the whole points deal, so it's going to be tough. You know, Roger's going to have some bad nights sooner or later, maybe he won't, I don't know, but we'll just have to do what we can do and not really worry about it too much early and just kind of keep going.
And Jayme, we haven't forgotten you over here, bud. That's for sure. 9th place for you last night. How'd you feel about that?
Not too long.
Take us through the 30 laps. It went by, as we said, in record time, 6 minutes and 45 seconds. What was it like for you?
I was really busy back there, and I just backed her up a little ways and just kind of got in line and probably picked a few off at the end, but it was just not too bad.
Now, this year, coming out on the tour as a former champion, winning the championship back in 08, the first year from the series. You still have your 410 ride that you race at Skagit. How'd you hook up with Roger Henderson and put this deal together?
He called me last September around Gold Cup time, after Gold Cup, and we just talked about it all winter long and just kind of waited in time and then put it together and just trying to plug away and get the thing up to speed, and it should be okay pretty soon.
Well, yeah, you know, we've talked a lot about the fact that this is such a busy month of July. 9 races for our series over the course of 3 weeks, and some of the teams are going to be racing up to 11 or 13 times this month. It's a lot of racing in a short period of time, especially here in the Northwest.
Yeah, it's very busy. Every weekend, 1 week, it's a lot of racing going on.
And what's it like for you, again, switching from different cars back and forth, 360s to 410s? What's that like?
Just the two different teams are totally different, opposite equipments, and then there's just two different ways of doing things, so we're trying to figure out a happy medium so we can get them both going.
And Jason, of course, driving for Richard Milana out of Whitecourt, Alberta, up in the Edmonton area. And you guys have had some pretty good success together over the last number of years.
Yeah, we had some good times, and you know, we've got all the equipment to do what we need to do. So it's just a matter of having some lady luck and Barnes behind me and Crockett, you know, all these short guys. But you know, we'll just keep plugging away, like I say, and hopefully we can have a good racetrack tonight, because last night was pretty good. Yeah,
that's for sure. Jayme, let's talk about these last couple of years for you. It's been pretty unbelievable. As we said, back in 08, you won the first championship in ASCS Northwest history. You've won the Dirt Cup twice now. You finished 3rd in that race this year. You almost won a World of Outlaw race at Grays Harbor. It's been quite a couple of years for you. Can you put it into perspective for us?
Yeah, well, we had really good car, and here wired a bunch of people behind us that were really good for us, and we had really good motor program, good cars, and it just worked out pretty good. And last year we just kind of plugged away, and I didn't even think we even should have went to Dirt Cup, and it just fell in place, and just kind of doing what we can every week when we can.
And this year you tried to become the first driver ever to win 3 Dirt Cups in a row, and you almost did it.
Yeah, I ran 3rd. One driver's closer. He ran 2nd on his 3rd year, but we were happy with 3rd. Bummed with not winning, but we were very happy with the weekend overall.